Well, hello YouTube. Here we are with a little bit of a video. Well, in front of us here we have a Shaw HD cable box, model number DCX3200-MP3. This here box is to replace one of the older ones that I ordered in a few years ago. There is a video on the unboxing and such of that there box. Well, this one here is one of the newer ones, newer models, supposed to give you a better signal, better picture quality, work a little better with the new HD TVs and all that good stuff. So pretty much I just called the provider up, ordered her on in, they tacked it to my bill, and then basically away you went. There was no service call or nothing. They said if I did want a technician to come out, there would be an additional $175 charge to my bill to essentially do what I am about to do myself. So of course, taking a tour around the box, that's essentially what the cable box is going to look like. It's like the RS brand, which seems to be fairly decent for the other TVs in the house to use. This side of the box has a, kind of wonderful little robot picture dude you see on the television. This side of the box, of course, has, information on the cable box itself, as well as if you look in there, you can see the product. Now it says here that there is a self-installation kit included. Back side of the box, it says HD box featured, streamlined personalized guide interface. Access to all HD content include MPEG-4, best picture quality available with audio HD. Experience TV shows and movies in crystal clear HD, including on demand. So of course you can see the menu, previews here of what it's supposed to look like and all that good stuff. And I've never really used one of these boxes myself. The other one I have is one of their big PVRs, but this has a lot of similarities to the larger PVR. So pretty much enough talking here. We'll do our unboxing. Cut the safety seal. I guess that means officially there is no return now. Flip down the little tab out of the way. And then it should just pop right open. So coming out of the box, first of all, you find the remote. It's got more curves on it than the older style remote. I will do a comparison later on. Mine does come with the first set of AA batteries. Comes with the little IR cable lead, which is nice. Comes with a little, whatever this would be, 4-foot coax, and looks like a 3-foot or so HDMI cable, which definitely is a plus. And you have the power adapter, plugs into your wall, plugs into the back of the box right there. And of course your instruction books, hookup manual, and all that good stuff. Pretty much you got a quick reference guide to what the remote does, how to program it, stuff like that. You got an HD programming guide over here on this side of the page. Turn her on over, basically kind of does a brief overview of what to expect when you power it on for your Shaw on demand and things like that. So of course this one here says, do you have everything? You got your coaxial, you got your power pack, you have your HDMI cable, which definitely, like I said, is a plus to have. You got your IR receiver, you have your box itself, which is still packed away, and your remote. And of course you got your wonderful user guide right there that we will just set aside for now. So moment you all been waiting for. Let's take the cable box itself out of the packaging. And of course you got the RS instruction manual for the Phase 3 series DCX3200-M. Taking off the remainder of the packaging, pulling off the plastic, and as you see, we got ourselves a lovely black finish. There's the power button over there. Very minimal buttons on this here box, which is kind of clean and sleek. The bottom of it, well, pretty much has the same thing. There's the M card device only. This is what, if you undo these screws, you'll find something in behind that you don't really want to monkey with too much. So in the back here you have your cable in from your house or your cable signal. If you're going to hook it up through your AV cables, this is your input here. If your TV is capable with the HDMI, you have your HDMI port here. Looks like there is a USB option, as well as the possibility of an Ethernet option, whether you tether the boxes to one another. And under here, of course, is your power input as well. So pretty much, guys, I'm just going to thumb on through the manual here, unless something pops on out that is interesting to share. Then we'll see you at the installation process. Okay, so what I did is I hooked up the coax in the back, just like I showed you on that jack, as well as the HDMI in its appropriate hole that runs into the back of the TV. So now it said to hook up those cables first. So now I will plug the power cord into the back of the box itself by peeling away that sticker and, well, sticking her on in. Now I'm not expecting the box to work right off the bat. 9 times out of 10 you have to call the customer service, and they'll tell you to unplug and plug it back in and all this stuff, and then they will turn it on and it'll be good to go. So as you see there, she's got power. It starts to well, boot up, if you want to call her that. During the boot up time, what we'll do is, of course, I'll stick the batteries in the remote and all that good stuff, get that end of the things going. So when and if it does start to work, then we're good to go. So what I'll do is I'll fast forward through all this nonsense, and well, if it works, we'll check back in. If not, then we'll be on the phone with the call center. Source. Fuck off. Okay guys, so pretty much what it's done is it's cycled on through, and just like I thought, we have to call our provider, go through their wonderful call center to get everything going. So at this time I will stop the video because each person's call center experience are different, and once we got it working again, we'll do another check-in. So after about 20 minutes on hold, trying to get a hold of the call center, I did finally reach somebody. After probably 8 minutes on the phone with an actual person, they cycled the box, got it all together and hooked up and good to go. So right here we're at what I like to call the Shaw Home channel. And if you hit the guide button, it brings up the nice guide. Now it gives you your TV listings here, kind of what's coming up to play, coming up to watch, I suppose. Now if you wanted to watch it, basically you hit the OK button on the remote and select it, and it goes directly to that channel. And if you didn't want to watch it, you go back to the guide and it's good to go. Now this is not one of the fancy PVR boxes where you can record shows, but at the same time, you know, it's good to go as it is. So what I'll do, guys, is I'll kind of show you the back of my TV, kind of where I put the cables in and such, just to give you guys a bit of the familiarity on where to plug it in. The HDMI, the coaxials, and all that pretty much plug in the way that, well, you know, they always have. There's no real difference here. The biggest thing to do is to call a call center if you do need help, and it's all good to go. So on the back of the TV there, as you see, we have two HDMI ports. One is primary for like the cable box or, you know, computer, Blu-ray player, whatever you want to use. And then there's one there that is secondary for whatever you choose to put in. There's also the coaxial line jack down there for hookups of other items, VCRs or so. Then there's your AV for whatever you choose to use if you choose to hook up the cable box, you know, the other way. Down here on the box, of course, that's the plug-in cord for the power. That's the, well, HDMI. And again, that's the coaxial from the house to the box. Those are the AVIs, again, to hook it up another way if you so choose. Okay guys, so pretty much like you've seen us do, we unboxed the well, cable box there. Hooked her all up according to the instructions. Really, follow the instructions. It's kind of simple plug and play if you've hooked up any other type of electronic component in the past. Call the call center, whether it's from a cell phone or a landline. They do have an online option for the activation. However, this way I found is a lot more reliable than doing it online. So called the call center, was on hold for a few minutes, but it all worked out in the end. Got her all hooked up, she is good to go, and around we roll. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.